how to sell ebooks on your own website and make a lot of money. So we have all sorts of fun things like AI boot camps, and I have a very quick way for you to write a book literally in a few hours. So lean in on this one, get your ebook up, get it on your website, and start your funnel making money. So a couple things I want to talk about. How do you craft that irresistible offer from your site and actually get it to convert? Another thing I want to talk about, how do you leverage it for high value tickets? How do you have an ascension ladder, a value ladder that starts with an ebook at maybe $7, $10, and then go into a $500, $7,500, $10, $20, $30, $40,000, program. And probably the 40 and 50 is getting a little high, but in the at least get into the 10s to 20,000s for an offer. For you guys that are beginners, you're going to get to 5,000 to about 10,000. And then the last thing I want to talk about, just what are the marketing strategies that create that conversion in a reader? Because your deal in ebooks and just in business is you are a marketing company, and your marketing job is to bring you leads, qualified leads, that you can then immediately and as fast as you can convert into a sale, which creates cash flow. So marketing, sales, cash flow is the entrepreneurial skill set most people don't have and don't do it in the right order. They build it and hope they come versus go out and market, get pre-orders, get pre-sales, and then come. First of all, how do I even do a book? So I do exactly what I was just speaking of. I go out and pre-sell it. I say, hey, somebody wants me to write a book on XYZ, say the kids' book, my latest book, and we'll go out and survey social media platforms, every channel from YouTube to TikTok to Instagram to Facebook. What do you guys want to learn from me, right? As a single mom, I've raised 2 kids. They were both millionaires by 10 years old. What do you want to know about from me? Survey, survey, survey. Okay, I'm going to write the book. Here, I'm committed to doing it. It'll be out in a year. Let's start with some pre-sales and give them some bonuses. So we get the books, we get the idea of the book. We might even outline the chapters of a book, and we start asking for the money immediately. So the pre-sales are what fund the rest of the marketing. Most of you do that out of order, and you're hiring really, really high ticket book writing companies, 10, 15, I've even seen as high as a $40,000 ticket to write a book. Way too high. Unless you're going for a big New York Times. I had a podcast the other day. You can watch for it in March. His name's Joshua, and he charges $100,000. My writers charge $100,000. So these are very, very rare ghostwriter and book writers. These are different. They're in a league of their own. I'm talking about a basic ebook, a simple book that you can get on Amazon, you can get on the internet, more importantly, get it on your website. See, the difference between your website and Amazon is you don't get the buyer. So if you don't get the buyer of your ebook, because you send them to Amazon and they just download on Kindle, where's your buyer? Yeah, you can do the ethical bribe and say, send me a receipt and I'll send you out the bonuses. But I can promise you in all 6 books that I've launched, and I've actually been a part of probably over 50 books, but the top 6 are out there. The amount of receipts that we would get to actually get the bonuses, it's really low. It's not even 10% of the total sales. You drive the sales through your own site. So how do you create an irresistible offer on your own site? So a couple ways to create an irresistible offer, right? Focus on niche topics that address the specific problems and desires of your audience. Again, you say, well, where do I know those? You're going to be out on social media doing surveys, polls, finding that out. You're going to bundle it with a bunch of complimentary bonuses. So if you go to makeyourkidsmillionaires.com, you're going to see right there, we still have about $1,500 worth of bonuses. Can you buy those bonuses separately? Yes, but they are in the store to buy, not for free. So for one book purchase of Make Your Kids Millionaires from the site, I hand you $1,500 of bonuses. And we even follow the layout, because you're going to need a landing page that has convertibility like that and has different packages. So once you buy the one, you're going to get taken into a funnel that says, but if you have this book, you actually need the other 3 Millionaire Maker books. And it's going to take you through a sequence of a campaign that we built when we launched the book. And then the thing I think people forget way too long to do is get a forward from someone prominent. I forward a lot of my clients' books. Notice my clients, not the public. I love forwarding my clients' books because I love helping them get ahead, and they get to use all of my social influence and author influence to get ranked higher right away. Also get testimonials, get student testimonials, and just endorsements from other big people. The bigger the names and the more published those names, the more your book's going to rank. Don't do those at the last minute. They take longer to get than you think because people are busy. By the way, when you ask for endorsements, you're going to end up writing them. I'm doing a forward right now for somebody, and I said, give me the key points you want me to say in the forward. And I have actually someone on my team hired who then I can can give a quick audio on it. It'll get transcribed by Rev, which is a transcription service. It goes to him. He edits it, make it look like beautiful forward, and we can get it out the door. So just to send it to me at the last minute isn't going to work, because I got a whole team that's going to do the work, and you're going to do a lot of the first work. I think a lot of people, I know when I first wrote like this one and getting like even Harv and I were working together, so it was pretty easy to get this, but some of the other people that I got, I mean, on some of them I got. So for example, when I wanted Jim Cramer, right, from CNBC and does the whole stock education and selections, it took months to get it. I didn't know him, so I had to find him, and I'd go through his agency. I flew to New York. I took him to a private lunch, rented the entire place because he didn't want to be with anyone else, and took him to lunch. And then I got the endorsement after that. So high profile takes time. It's also going to take some money to do it. So, you know, just start your wish list of people that you want to be in your books and endorse your books. Now, the next thing is leveraging your ebook, because the real goal of that is going to be a brochure for a bigger offer. So in our Millionaire Intensive, which you can always grab 2 tickets in the description below. If you haven't attended, attend. If you've already attended, come back between 3 and 6 o'clock every time we do it and grab a whole bunch of leads from our marketplace. You're crazy not to do it. We give you free leads, and you can make some money selling your item and test your ebook out there. But you want to move from an ebook immediately into an offer that's automated. And we can do all of this automation, landing pages, all of that for $297 for you. We'll give you the value stack. We'll tell you what you need. We have an AI boot camp that comes with it. So to help you really speed up the process. Like these ebooks could be up literally like in a few hours. A lot of you're stuck here. You're stuck in a process that you think is real for you. I can produce an ebook a day within an hour a day. And all of you could do the same if you had the teams and the systems and the technology stack to do it. So you can spend tens of thousands of dollars sorting it out like I did, or $297 a month. You go to askrms.com. It's in the description at all times, and let us do it. Just sign up for an appointment. We'll see if it's right for you and if we can do it for you. I've also taken all of my book strategies and I've helped people write books just that alone. If you want that, just call our office. We can do that for you. But having an ascension ladder of from an ebook to what immediately, like maybe you put them into, like I do a reading room where I explain how do you execute the book in your life, or you can do just a webinar, or you can do a pre-recorded webinar. But how do you go from an ebook at say $7 to $17 to immediately move them into like a $47 or $97 offer? And then from there, where do you move them and where do you move them? How do you get to thousands of dollars of offer? Anything over $1,000, you're going to be picking up the phone and doing what I call an ask, tell, ask, which is a big ticket sale. But you got to build for the end result. If you want to sell mentoring programs or coaching programs or real estate or insurance policy, you have to start with some ebook education. I don't care if you want to sell a dog. I don't care if you want to sell swine. I don't care if you want to sell fertilizer. You have to start with education and an ebook and end with the big ticket item. Now, before I go to the last point, I want you to subscribe to my channel, click the notification button, be here 5 days a week. It's family friendly. I have so much to teach you. I'm not here for my knowledge base. I have all this. I'm sharing with you because I want you to lean in for once in your family's life, break generational wealth. I'm going to say really break generational poverty. Stop going to probate and destroying your families. If you're going to start building wealth, build it to be sustainable like the Rockefellers. Last point, what are the marketing strategies that really convert well? Well, first of all, I want you to actually at least check out our askrms.com, stands for Rapid Marketing System. For $297 a month, you're going to need the system to automate campaigns. Too many new authors launch their book and say, yay, I'm done. No, your entire next 6 months to year should have been built into campaigns. So once they do the book, then what, then what, then what? You don't decide that once the book's out, you decide it before. You decide the bonuses, you decide the ascension ladder, you build it into an automated campaign, and it just goes. And that's how you can make 7 figures doing any ebook. But a lot of you're taking bits and pieces of what I say, you're not building the whole system. You got to make sure you have some SEO, some search engine optimization on it. And guess what, all of you authors, you're going to be out here behind a camera, just like I am, multiple hours in a week and doing posts everywhere. Each channel has a different way you post. Some has long forms, some has short forms, some are vertical, some are horizontal. I have a whole team who does all my posts and engagement for me. So make sure you're converting, plan it all in advance, and let's get your ebook to a bestseller status in multiple categories. If you have any questions, I'd love to help you. Go to askloral.com, ASKLORAL. Ask a question, make a request. We'll be back tomorrow.